Hi guys, it's 1.6 solving investment portfolio problems. Okay, so the goal of today's lesson is analyze, compare, and design an investment portfolio that meets specific financial goals. So we're going to be doing example 1 and example 3. So we're going to be skipping the example 2. So here's the first one. So we got Phyllis starting building an investment portfolio for retirement. So we got 3 different types of investments. One is $500 CSB for 4.2% compounded annually. And the second one is for the next 5 years for 4.6% compounded annually. And the third one is for 3 years, last 3 years, for GIC for $4,000, and it will be compounded monthly 6%. The goal of this problem is to find what her total investment is going to be after 10 years. And then we're going to find what the doubling time is going to be for another investment at 4.9%. I'm going to use the red for 4.2% annual, and blue for 4.6% annual, and the green for 6% monthly. So 4.2% for 5 years annually. So it is going to be 5 per period. Previous value or present value is 0. Payment negative 500. Future value unknown. So since it is annually, so the last two will be 1 and 1. For the second part, 4.6% interest rate annually for 5 years. It's 5. Present value 0. Payment another 500. Future value unknown, and it is still annually, so it will be 1 and 1 for the last two. The next one is GIC. So it is for the 3 years monthly. So it's 3 times 12, 36. Interest rate 6%. Present value, this time it is not a regular payment. It is one-time payment for $4,000. So the present value is 4,000. And payment is 0. Future value unknown. And it is for monthly, so it will be 12 and 12. So we got all these information, and let's put them into financial calculator. Starting with the 4.2%, present value is 0. Payment negative 500. Interest rate 4.2. Periods, that's 5, and it is annually. So future value is 2,719 and 1 cent. Let's copy that and do the same thing for the next 4.6% CSB investment. Present value 0. Payment negative 500. Interest rate 4.6. Periods 5, and another annual. Future value, now it is $2,740.83. Okay, last one, the GIC. It is present value, it is negative 4,000. Payment 0. Interest rate 6%. Periods 36. And this is in monthly. So it is 12 times a year. And we have 4,786 cents. $4,786.72. Okay, so we're almost done. So we got 3 different numbers here for each investment, but you have to take a note that the first investment for 5 years, first 5 years at 4.2%, this amount goes on until the end of the next 5 years. So that means we have to do another calculation. So this moves on to investment compounded annually for next 5 years without any more payments. So this will be simply put it into the formula, the compound interest formula. So the present principal is going to be $2,719.01, and it will be using the same interest rate, which is 4.2%. So it will be 0.042%. Since it's annually, so we don't have to divide it by number of periods. And it will be for 5 years, so to the power of 5. Put these numbers into the calculator, you should get $3,340.02. So this is going to be the total for 10 years for the first investment. And you're going to be adding these next two numbers to get the total. So question A answers as total investment after 10 years is going to be sum of these numbers that we highlighted. 3,342 cents, 2,740, 83 cents, and 4,786 and 72 cents. If you add these up, you should get $10,867.57. That is going to be our total for question A. And for the question B, so Phyllis found another investment or saving account that earns at 4.9%. And this is done semi-annually. And she's wondering how long it will take her to double her money. So we're going to be using the rule of 72. So we are simply dividing 72 by the interest rate that we're considering or she found. So it will be 4.9 dividing by 4.9 with 72, and you should get 14.69 as the answer. And we can use the approximate as 15 years. So this number representing years representing the number of years that takes double her initial amount. Okay, so that's the end of the question 1. Moving on to the example 3. Once again, I'm going to skip the example 2. Okay. So let's go to the last page in our note package for section 1.6. So the example 3 is for designing and adjusting an investment portfolio to meet a financial goal. So we got Stan, who is playing in a band. So next year he wants to have enough money to buy a new guitar. So the new guitar is $1,750. That is including taxes and shipping. So Stan works part-time and he can afford to save $15 per week. I'll highlight or underline that information. So $15 per week, and he has $300 he saved from previous job, summer job. So he needs an investment portfolio so that he can save money to buy the guitar in a year. So he has a time frame for a year to get to his financial goal. So question A, why might Stan include the GIC and high interest savings account in his portfolio? And we're going to do some calculations to figure out how much he needs to save to have enough money for the new guitar. So we are going to be doing the GIC, and that is going to be, we're going to do $300, and we have the saving account, and that is going to be $15 per week. So that's 5% annual. And saving account, that is going to be 2.9% weekly. I'm going to change the saving account to green so it matches with the information. Okay, so starting with the GIC, it is 1 for the number of periods. So interest rate is 5%. Previous value or present value is 300, so that is going to be negative 300. There is no more payments. Future value is the unknown. Number of periods per year, that is 1 and 1. And for saving account, so we're trying to find how much he needs to save per week to reach 1,750. So we don't know if this $15 will be enough. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make the payment unknown, and we're gonna try to fit into his goal. That way, let's check our first GIC investment. So how much he's gonna have with the $300 GIC. So present value is going to be negative 300. Payment, there's no more payments. Future value, that's unknown. annual rate that is 5%, periods that is for 1 year, and it is annually. Whoops, it is annually. So let's click the future value, and he has now a $315. $315. And then let's do the calculation backwards. So let's say he needs 1,750 and he has a 315 from the GIC. That means subtracting these two numbers will give us the idea how much he needs to have from saving account. So it will be $1,435. So that is going to be our future value. So let's go move this one to future value. So 1,435. So this value goes to this one. So number of periods is weekly, so it will be 52 for a year. And interest rate, it was 2.9. Present value, that is going to be 0, and it is it is weekly, so it will be 52 and 52 for both. Let's open up financial calculator. Present value, that's 0. Payment, we don't know, but we know the future value is going to be for 1,435. And annual interest rate, that was 2.9, and the period was 52, and that is for weekly. Let's click the PMT, and it gives us 27 and 21. So $27.21 has to be saved in order to reach the 1,750. So right now in this question, he says he's gonna save, or he can save $15 per week, and obviously it's not gonna be enough to have 1,750 in a year. So he needs to save a bit more, or he needs to have a little bit longer time to reach his goal. So $27.21 per week. Okay, so the question B answer is Stan. Let me do it in black maybe. So Stan to save $27.21 per week to have enough money for the guitar. Okay, so that's it.